My little boy loves music, so I thought today we would go over music notes and how to find them and remember them on the staffs. This is a treble clef staff, which is going to have your higher notes. This is a bass clef staff, which is going to have your lower notes. Both staffs will have the 7 same music notes, but they'll be in different orders. Our notes are A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Let's start with the bass clef. So we'll have notes that are on the lines and notes that are in the spaces between the lines. Below, I have a mnemonic, which is a way to help you remember which notes come in which order. The notes on the staff are G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. The notes will also always follow the same order. A B will always come after an A D will always come after a C, and when you get to G, you start the letters over again. So a G will always come before your A. Now I have 2 mnemonics to help you remember the notes and their order. We'll start with the notes that are in the spaces, the ones that are in between the lines. A, C, E, G. One way to remember this is all cows eat grass. If you remember the notes that are in the spaces, then the ones that are on the lines will always be the note that follows. So if you have all cows eat grass, A is your first space. Wherever your A is, you will always have a B after it and a G before it. Now, if you see the notes on the lines, we can remember those as great big ducks fly away. G, B, D, F, and A. And it will take some practice. Everybody has to practice. This is just a way to help you remember. So let's practice some of that. I'm going to hide these notes so that we can only see the mnemonics at the bottom. We'll start with a note on a line. If I put a note here on the second line, what would that note be? Let's use our mnemonic to find out. All cows eat grass is for spaces. Is this note on a line or in a space? That's right, it's on a line. And it's 1, 2. It's the second line. So we have great big ducks fly away. Which would be our second note? That's right, B. Awesome! Because that would be 1, 2. What if we put a note here? That's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So we would have great big ducks fly. And that would give us an F. Now let's try a space. If I put the note here, we could either use our mnemonic and we can say 1, 2, 3, 4. All cows eat grass. Or if you already know that this note is an F, the next note would be G. That's right. Let's do one more and then we'll try our treble clef. If I put a note here, is that a space or a line? Good job, it's a space. And it's our 1, 2, second space. So what would that note be? Our mnemonic is all cows eat grass. C. 1, 2. All cows. Awesome. Now let's look at our treble clef. So here's our treble clef. The treble clef is going to be your higher notes. And we're going to use the same 7 notes: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. But they're going to be in a different order, so we have new mnemonics for our treble clef. Is this our space or is this our space? That's right. The F note is our first space. So if we start with our spaces, we have F, A, C, E. And we can either do that as funny alligators can exercise, like these little guys, or you could remember it as face is in the space. I'll write that on top just so we can remember. So we have F, A, C, E. Face is in the spaces of the staff. Now, if we remember that all of the notes stay in order, and F is the first note in a space, what would be the note that comes before F, or the note that's on our first line? We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Good job, E. So for our lines, we have E, G, B, D, and F. Or, every good burger deserves fries. And you might like a cheeseburger, a hamburger, a veggie burger. All good burgers deserve fries. So we have F, funny, A, alligators, C, can, E, exercise, or F-A-C-E, face is in the spaces. And then E, G, B, D, F. Every good burger deserves fries. Once again, these notes are all going to follow the same order. After A is going to be a B. Before A will always be a G. Before D will always be a C. After D will always be an E. So let's try putting some notes on our staff, and we'll cover the note so that we can only see the mnemonic again. Your 4-word mnemonics are always in your spaces because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Your 5-letter mnemonics are always on your lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I put a note here, is that on a line or in a space? Space, good job. And which number would that be? 2, great. So we have funny alligators can exercise. Our second note would be an A. And if we put a note here, is that note on a line or in a space? On a line. And that's our 1, 2, 3rd line. If we have every good burger deserves fries, what note would that be? B, great. Every good burger. 1, 2, 3. And again, just remember, because we knew this was an A and this is the next note up the staff, it would always be a B, because B always comes after A. So if I put the note here, we know it's on a line. We know that this note was an A, and this note is 1 below, and before A is always G. And we can do 1, 2, our second line, every good, G. We'll do one more. What if I put a note here? Is that on a line or in a space? A space. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have funny alligators can exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if we spell face, F-A-C-E. So that note's going to be an E. So let's remember, we have 7 notes in music: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And for our treble clef, for the notes in the spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have funny alligators can exercise, or face is in the space. And for our lines, we have every good burger deserves fries. For our bass clef, or our low notes, for our spaces, we have all cows eat grass. And for our lines, great big ducks fly away. And these are just the mnemonics that we like to use. If you have something that you like better that helps you remember, that's great. Maybe for A, C, E, G, you like all children eat gummy worms. And for G, B, D, F, A, you might like grizzly bears don't fly airplanes. It's whatever is easiest for you to help you remember. Hope you learned something new. Bye-bye.